president is threatening to possibly expand his focus to other Democratic-run areas. This morning, more than 2,200 National Guard troops in the nation's capital now armed. Many seen overnight carrying service-issued pistols, others armed with M4 rifles. All part of what President Trump is calling a crackdown on crime in Washington, D.C. This despite violent crime in the district falling to a 30-year low, down 26% since last year. And now a U.S. official telling ABC News planning is underway to potentially duplicate Trump's mobilization in D.C. and send troops into Chicago. No official deployment has been ordered. The Department of Defense declined to speculate on future operations. But Trump suggesting just days ago he could expand his focus from D.C. to other Democratic-run cities.
So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll have with New York.
A spokesperson for New York Governor Kathy Hochul telling ABC News Trump's attempts to invoke military power undermines work being done in her state that has already brought down crime. And Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker blasting Trump's threat, saying the president is attempting to manufacture a crisis. Chicago's mayor pointing out homicides, shootings, and robberies are all down since last year.
The city of Chicago does not need a military occupation.
The president also set his sights on another Democratic governor, Maryland's Wes Moore, after Moore touted violence falling in Baltimore and told the president, quote, "If you are not willing to walk out communities, keep our name out of your mouth." Trump lashing out, writing, "If Wes Moore needs help, I will send in the troops," which is being done in nearby D.C. and quickly clean up the crime. But this year, Baltimore is also seeing a double-digit decrease in gun violence, homicides, and shootings. Moore calling the president's threat unconstitutional and a scare tactic.
For a party that talks about state rights, it's amazing how they're having such a big government approach in the way they're conducting public safety.
Now, the president has more power over D.C. than he does other regions because D.C. is a federally controlled district. In other states, it's the governor who's typically in charge of the National Guard. And remember, the state of California is still suing the Trump administration after the president deployed National Guard troops and active-duty Marines to Los Angeles this summer. Guys.
All right, thanks so much, Ryan. Breaking news, Kilmar Abrego Garcia is once again in ICE custody after the Trump administration revealed plans to deport him to Uganda. A crowd broke out in droves after his lawyer announced his intention.
The witches are using the antenna to torture me. It is the Hellenic Greek witches. Hellenic witches. They hate me for being a Christian. They can use radio waves to knock your teeth out. That's what they did to me here in this apartment. The NSA, the National Security Agency, came out after they murdered my mother, Sandy Elaine. They don't use their military training to enforce the law as the way U.S. Code 18 subsection 1385 Posse Comitatus is written up. The NSA and the Masons use their military training to enforce their own constitutions and what they call bylaws. They don't use their military training to enforce the United States Constitution or the federal and state laws. The Masons and the NSA and DARPA, who gave me the ankle hardware, which is known as house arrest, also known as black jail. So the Masons acquired, and the Masons have all their gangs. The Masons, like the Baphomet Masons at 71 West 23rd Street in Manhattan, that's one gang. Then across the street from 71 West 23rd Street is the Rapper Lodge. And what they do is they stay clandestine as a secret society with their own constitution and their own laws. And they are worldwide, all the way to Greece with Hellenic, and they're in other countries too. And what happens when one Mason gang struggles, they all jump in to help each other out, but make it seem like they're non-existent. Like the Holy Bible preaches how the devil tries to make everybody think he doesn't even exist. That's what the Masons do too. So the Masons are the ones who took the NSA, the National Security Agency, also known as No Sandy Elaine, with DARPA. And they trying to take out the United States Constitution and the federal and state laws that support the United States Constitution and indoctrinate the United States and take it over, make it a world country with the Mason Constitution and bylaws. So we got to get the Posse Comitatus for 18 U.S. Code 18 subsection 1385 to coincide with the Masons acting as their own lawful authority. So it's going to be enforcing the law, just acting as the authority.